Uran pilgrims and students, welcome to my Praxographical archive. I am Ingurdiz, and, with my little spider friends all around me, they catalogue and assemble the largest collection of tomes and scrolls Mundus has to offer, so sit back and relax. For today I will be reading the Adabal-a, the Amulet of Kings, an ancient imperial tome. Editor's note. The Adabal is traditionally believed to be the memoirs of Morehouse, consort to Alessia, the slave queen. While this cannot be historically verified, the Adabal-a is certainly among the oldest written accounts to come down to us from the early First Era. Perennial's death. And in the blood-floored throne room of white gold, the severed head of Perennial spoke to the winged bull Morehouse, demigod, lover of Elesh, saying, "Our enemies have undone me, and spread my body into hiding. In mockery of divine purpose, the Aelids cut me into apes, for they are obsessed with this number." And Morehouse, confused, snorted through his ring, saying, "Your crusades went beyond her consort, Whitestrake, but I am a bull, and therefore reckless in my wit. I think I would go and gore our prisoners, if you had left any alive. You are blood made glorious, uncle, and will come again, as fox animal or light. Sirod is still ours." Then Perennial spoke again, for the last time. "Beware, Morehouse, beware. With the foresight of death, I know now that my foe yet lives. Better knowledge to take to my grave. Better that I had died, believing myself the victor. Although cast beyond the doors of night, he will return. Be vigilant. I can no longer shield the host of men from Umariel's retribution." Alessia's youth during the slave years. Perif's original tribe is unknown, but she grew up in Sard, Anon Sardavar-Lid, where the Aelids herded in men from all across the Niben, Kothri, Need, Ergemha, men of Kref, though these were later known to be imported from the north, Keptu, men of Gi, who were eventually destroyed when the Flower King, Lilichi, made great sacrifice to an insect god whose name is lost to time, Al-Hared, men of Ket, and others. This was Sirod, the heart of the Imperatum Salashi, where men knew no freedom, even to keep family or choice of name, except in secret. And so to their alien masters, of all these designations were irrelevant. Men were given over to the lifting of stones, and the draining of fields, and the upkeep of temple and road, were to become art tortures for strange pleasures, as in the wailing wheels of Indasil, and the gut gardens of Cercin, and flesh sculpture, which everywhere among the slaves of the Aelids in those days, or worse, the realms of the Fire King Hadhul, where the begetting of drugs drawn through the admixture of daedrons into living hosts let one inhale new visions of torment, and children were set aflame for nighttime tiger sports. The malice and hatred of the Aelids is unparalleled. And I continue. Morehouse explains Alessia's names. Then Morehouse said to them, "In your tales you have many names for her. Alesh, given to her in awe, that when translated sounds like a redundancy. The High, from which come the more familiar corruptions. Eleshat, Esha, Alessia. You know her as Paravant, given to her when crowned, first of its kind, by which the gods meant a mortal worthy of the majesty that is killing, questing, healing, which is also Paraval, Palavesh, Pererthu, Perif, and in my case, for it is what I called her when we were lovers, Paravania. Though she is gone to me, she remains bathed in stars, first Empress, Lady of Heaven, Queen Ud Sirod, and they consider themselves full answered, and departing." The Trials of Saint Alessia. Akatosh made a covenant with Alessia in those days so long ago. He gathered the tangled skeins of oblivion and knit them fast with the bloody sinews of his heart, and gave them to Alessia, saying, "This shall be my token to you." that so long as your blood and oath hold true, yet so shall my blood and oath be true to you. This token shall be the Amulet of Kings, and the covenant shall be made between us. For I am the King of Spirits, and you are the Queen of Mortals. As you shall stand witness for all mortal flesh, so I shall stand witness for all immortal spirits. And Agathos drew from his breast a burning handful of his heart's blood, and he gave it to Alessia's hand, saying, This shall also be a token to you of our joined blood and pledged faith. So long as you and your descendants shall wear the Amulet of Kings, then shall this dragon fire burn, an eternal flame, as a sign to all men and gods of our faithfulness. So long as the dragon fire shall burn, to you and to all generations, I swear that my heart's blood shall hold fast the gates of oblivion. So long as the blood of the dragon runs strong in her rulers, the glory of the empire shall extend in unbroken years. But should the dragon fires fail, and should no heir of our joined blood wear the Amulet of Kings, then shall the empire descend into darkness, and the demon lords of misrule shall govern the land. From the Liturgy of the Rekindling of the Dragon Fire. And that concludes today's reading. A short reading, but to get things going. So stay tuned, like and subscribe, and see you next time.